1, 2, 3. I'm 100% Kentuckian, last of a dying breed. But I ain't been back to Beachmont since the day I turned 18. An army man shook my hand and I signed my full name. Away from home for 15 years, playing a rich man's game. The dogwoods are in bloom. There's nowhere in the world I'd rather be. Oh, oh, how the lonesome nights go slow, dreaming about old Kentucky. Shipped out overseas where I did what I was told. Different man on the wrong side of the law. Next thing I was doing time for a crime I don't recall. But out in Atlanta where I missed you most of all. Ooh, ooh, and the dogwoods are in bloom. There's nowhere in the world I'd rather be. Oh, oh, how the lonesome nights go slow, dreaming about old Kentucky. A little taste of heaven, I guess that's all I need. Something sweet in the arms of my Georgia peach. Ooh, nothing good to say, it was in the air I breathe. So I'm headed for Kentucky, where someone will bury me. John Prine is doing fine, and I guess so am I. I'll settle in and meet my kin in the sweet old by and by. Dogwoods are in bloom. There's nowhere in the world I'd rather be. Oh, oh, how the lonesome nights go slow, dreaming about old Kentucky. Ooh, ooh, and the dogwoods are in bloom. There's nowhere in the world I'd rather be. Nights go slow, dreaming about old Kentucky. Dreaming about old Kentucky. All right. So we are Oh Sister. Welcome to our Minneapolis Parks video where I'm talking to an empty room, which feels a little odd. We were scheduled to play at Lake Harriet Bandshell, but COVID had other plans. And that was one of our originals. It's called Dogwoods. I wrote it after watching an Instagram story that John Prine had posted prior to his death. And so the song has taken on a little bit of a different meaning after his passing, but we want to keep playing it and think of it kind of as a tribute to John and the amazing music that he left behind. So Okay. Again, we're O Sister, and we are mostly based out of St. Paul.
Loosely based.
We used to be entirely based out of St. Paul, but one of us moved to New Brighton. I won't say who.
It was me.
And here's another original. It's called Secrets. After I tune.
Ooh, I got more bad jokes. I have a 4-year-old daughter. She eats popsicles with jokes on them. You ready?
Ready.
What did the hamburger name her daughter?
What?
Patty.
Patty.
Patty. Because it's like a patty.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay. All right. Just want to be sure.
Okay, here we go. This is called Secrets. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We walked for miles in the snow, nowhere to go, nowhere to go. We talked for hours in the night, the city lights, a beautiful sight. And I would know when you got home, I would feel it in my bones. The space between you and me as we met out in the street. Where you left me with our secrets. You left me with our secrets. You left me with our secrets, secrets to keep. You came in whistling a song, and I sang along, I sang along. We watched the glow of the fire burning desire turned funeral pyre. Thought we'd be fine down the line once we had a little time. Thought I should make the cleanest break, didn't know what was at stake. 'Cause you left me with our secrets. You left me with our secrets. You left me with our secrets to keep. Other lovers compare, so why could we not let it go? Were we really just scared? I guess I'll never know. secrets to keep. Okay, now that we brought the mood way down. So this next song is a cover. And we've been doing it for a long time because a few years ago, before Oh Sister was actually Oh Sister, Kari and I, the banjo player and I, entered ourselves in the State Fair duet competition. And as we were picking our songs, I was trying to think, what's the last song you would expect to hear covered by a guitar and banjo player at a State Fair duet competition run by the Minnesota Bluegrass Association? And I was in a store somewhere, I don't even remember where, and this song by Ariana Grande came on. And I thought, this has to be a country murder ballad. And so we learned it, and we came in third place at the State Fair. So this is Dangerous Woman by Ariana Grande. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Don't need permission, made my decision to test my limits, 'cause it's my business, God as my witness, so what I finish. Don't need no hold up, taking control of this kind of moment. I'm locked and loaded, completely focused, my mind is open. All that you got, skin to skin, oh my God, don't you stop, boy. Something about you makes me feel like a dangerous woman. Something about you makes me wanna do things that I shouldn't. Nothing to prove, and I'm bulletproof, and know what I'm doing. The way we're moving, like introducing us to a new thing. I wanna save it for later, the taste of flavor, 'cause I'm a taker, 'cause I'm a giver. It's only nature, I live for danger. All that you got, skin to skin, oh my God, don't you stop, boy. Something about you
So in keeping with the murder ballad theme, I was listening to a lot of old-time country. I watched part of the Ken Burns country music documentary, and I was listening to a lot of old-time music, and decided I wanted to write my own murder ballad. So this is O Sister's very own murder ballad called Louisa County. Oh, and I should say that we, all of the originals that we're playing tonight, we recorded a couple weeks ago at Uptown Sound Recording in Uptown, Minneapolis. And we are going to, at some point, release those as an EP. So if you like what you hear, please keep an eye out and check out our EP when it comes.
Pick up Louisa County. We got married and I moved in. There would be no living in sin. Sin might have saved me from what lay ahead, but I hopped in the saddle instead. He had a mean streak, let loose the flow. Turns out it's 100 miles wide. And I kept a hoping our garden would grow, but barren land never abides. I never learned how to swim. He'd like to take me out into the deep and threaten to throw me in. He'd hold me under till I thought I would drown, but cowards are all for the show. Just too tired to finish the job. You'll have to die for me tomorrow. He had a mean streak, he let loose the flow. Turns out it's 100 miles wide. I kept a hoping our garden would grow, but barren land never abides. He'd go away for days at a time. No one would think it was odd. So I bought me some poison at the general store, gave the rats a little, gave him a lot. I washed my hands in the Iowa River after I buried him up on the hill. Sheriff said this was something that I'd never do, but sometimes I think that he knew, because that man had a mean 100 miles wide. I kept a hoping our garden would grow, but barren land never abides. And Jesus forgives me, I know that He will. Everyone has to answer their call. My garden grows tall now upon the hill, and I am not troubled at all.
All right.
If you couldn't tell already, we are multi-talented, multi-instrumented.
Why every time?
I know.
Okay, here's another original. This one's called Ruby Lee. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Where are you tonight, Ruby Lee? Who are you fooling now that you're done fooling me? You think it's so cool to be so sad, but honey, that just makes you bad. Oh, your precious sorrow, Ruby Lee. Strolling down Great Jones Street, patron saint of misery, the holy martyr, Ruby Lee. What do you think you'll win, Ruby Lee? Why do you say pity as poetry? Sing your saddest songs, they'll see through you before too long. Oh, you poor little darling, Ruby Lee. Strolling down Great Jones Street, patron saint of misery, the holy martyr, Ruby Lee. You feel so sorry for yourself, Ruby Lee. You'll steal and cheat for a hit of that sympathy. Your kindness comes with a twist, undercover narcissist. Oh, you're a liar, Ruby Lee. Ooh.
right. How are we doing on time? All right, here's another original. It's called Dusty Miller. Kari's going to kick this one off on banjo in a minute. And the story behind this song is that I grew up singing old cowboy songs with my dad. Specifically, one that we sang a lot and still sing together is Someday Soon by Ian Tyson. And I started thinking about all of the cowboy songs sung by women, in which the women are these sort of pathetic characters who are waiting at home for this wild animal to be tamed, which will never happen. Everyone listening to the song understands it'll never happen except for the sad woman. And so I decided that I wanted to write a different kind of song about that kind of relationship. And so this song called Dusty Miller is about a little boy who grows up wanting to marry a cowgirl. Kick her off, Kari.
All right, here goes something.
Dusty Miller grew up watching cowboy movies. He used to sing old cowgirl songs by the fireside. Dreamed of the day that he would be a cowgirl's groom, where he'd find a roping woman who could ride. He turned 18 and moved out to Cheyenne, where a tough but kind vaquera caught his eye. She finds her work out roping on that lonesome range, somewhere out across the Great Divide. Even though his mama says no, he wants a woman who rides the rodeo. Wants to watch the setting sun next to a woman with a horse and a dog and a Stetson. He says it takes a little grit to make a pearl. Dusty Miller wants a cowgirl. Folks in town say stay away from cowgirls. They are just a different kind of breed. They'll hear the call and hit the trail and leave you there with a broken heart and mouths to feed. Dusty's mama says find a tamer woman, a lawyer or a doctor's more your style. She once rode out on the range and so she knows no man can make a cowgirl be less wild. Even though his mama says no, he wants a woman who rides the rodeo. Wants to watch the setting sun next to a woman with a horse and a dog and a Stetson. He says it takes a little grit to make a pearl. Dusty Miller wants a cowgirl. When she comes to call, his ma ain't got a good word to say. Guess it's 'cause she was just as wild in her younger days. Even though his mama says no, he wants a woman who rides the rodeo. He wants to watch the setting sun next to a woman with a horse and a dog and a Stetson. He says it takes a little grit to make a pearl. Dusty Miller wants a cowgirl. Dusty Miller wants a cowgirl. Dusty Miller wants a cowgirl.
Cute.
Should we do one more?
Let's do one more.
Okay, should we do American Girl? gonna do one more. A cover. I suspect you'll recognize it when we start playing. To the thousands of people who will be watching at home. To the deafening cheers. Sing along. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Well, she was an American girl, raised on promises. She couldn't help thinking that there was a little more life somewhere else. After all, it was a great big world, with lots of places to run to. And if she had to die trying, she had one little promise she was gonna keep. Oh yeah, alright, take it easy, baby, make it last all night. She was an American girl. Well, it was kinda cold that night. She stood alone on her balcony. Yeah, she could hear the cars roll by out on 441, like waves crashing on the beach. And for one desperate moment there, he crept back in her memory. God, it's so painful, something that's so close, but still so far out of reach. Oh yeah, alright, take it easy, baby, make it last all night. She was an American girl. Oh yeah, alright, take it easy, baby, make it last all night. She was an American girl. Oh yeah, alright, take it easy, baby, make it last all night. She was an American girl.
All right, thank you so much. We are Oh Sister. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. And thank you to Minneapolis Parks for putting this on. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.